Привет! Мне давно хотелось снять какое-то полезное, информативное видео, и во время недавней поездки в Берлин ко мне пришла, как мне кажется, неплохая идея. Многие, кто путешествует, слышали о таком понятии, как каучсерфинг, но все-таки далеко не каждый решался им воспользоваться. Для тех, кто никогда не слышал, что это такое, я расскажу. Каучсерфинг — это возможность остановиться у местного жителя в квартире или в доме, где он живет, и жить с ним на протяжении всего путешествия, то есть делить с ним быт. Естественно, на сайте каучсерфинга вы можете подобрать себе того хоста, который, как вам кажется, подходит вам больше, то есть по каким-то интересам схожим, например, или по странам, где он уже был и вы хотите обсудить, или, например, он был в той стране, в которую вы собираетесь поехать, и он мог бы вам рассказать о своем опыте там. Но, конечно, вместе с тем и приходят какие-то сомнения в голову, какие-то страхи по поводу того, что это будет за человек, какой у него характер, сможете ли вы найти общий язык, говорит ли он по-английски. Для того, чтобы развеять эти сомнения, которые, естественно, приходят в голову, мы сняли тех хостов, тех людей, у которых мы остановились, чтобы просто была возможность понять, что это за люди. Мы задали им вопросы на тему того, когда и зачем они присоединились к каучсерфингу, сколько у них уже было гостей, как они в целом оценивают весь этот свой опыт.
Готов. Берлине.
Okay, my name is Christoph Koch, and I live in Berlin, in Charlottenburg, and I'm working at a business consultancy firm in the administration of the company. And in my free time, I like to do music, singing in choirs and playing in orchestras, things like that. And I also like to travel.
Hi, I'm George. I don't do much in life. I'm trying to work as less as I can, travel as much as I can. I find myself now in Berlin. I moved recently, and I'm living in a house with a little monster here, as you can see.
Okay, hello, I'm Josef. I'm from Berlin, 33 years old. I was born here, and even in this suburb, I never moved much. I traveled a lot, but I used to live here and work here. And my job is audio engineer, so for concerts I prepare the equipment and stuff, and that's how I get around for now.
I've traveled a lot in Asia, so I've been to many Asian countries, in India several times, and in Thailand and in Indonesia and in Malaysia and in Cambodia and once in China. A few countries in Africa. I've been to Ghana and to South Africa and to Mozambique. Yeah, a few others. And of course in Europe, in different countries.
Bye.
I've traveled a lot, basically whole Europe, but other than that, I've been to North Africa, Australia and Fiji, but that's my experience out of Europe. But Europe, all Central Europe, North, West, Eastern Europe, I've been in so many countries.
I have visited mainly Europe a lot. Italy, Spain, France, Germany, Scandinavian countries, Estonia, Riga. For Europeans, Europe is easy. I've been to Costa Rica, to Guatemala and Mexico, and that's it.
Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know. I like the experience, everywhere it's different, so that's what I like, to see how different life is in all the parts of the world. So, I don't know. I don't have a favorite spot yet.
I liked very much Mexico and Guatemala as I'm Greek. The mentality of Mediterranean people, it's more close to the South and Central America, let's say. They're quite similar. I like very much Italy, South Italy and South France. Everything south, it's good for me.
I always like going to India, so I've been there 3 times and I always liked it there very much. The country is so different, everywhere you go it's different, and the people have other languages, but everybody speaks English, so it's quite easy to travel. Yeah, that's I think my favorite.
I love to go to Latin America, like America in general, and maybe like some really like northern Canada or something, to like be really in the snow and the forest. Yeah, that's like my dream.
Yeah, I have plans like I would like to visit Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Mongolia as well. Also Chile and Argentina, it's on the plan. And Nepal, as I have many friends that are calling me the last 10 years to visit. So this is the plan, let's say. We'll see, whatever comes. Yeah, I read a magazine in 2005 that was more or less saying that you can host and you can travel and you can stay with locals. And so I made my profile in 2005, and after maybe 2 weeks, my first German hosts write me a message. I was like, what am I doing now? And since then, all my experience was almost positive, I can say. I mean, there was people that did not communicate so much, but it doesn't matter. Since then, I'm proud and good that I made this profile.
Well, I have a big flat, and sometimes I have 3 weekends and 3 days, and so I decided to share it sometimes with people from other countries, and to just to meet new people and have interesting conversations.
I joined Couchsurfing like 10 years ago or something, because I had no money and wanted to travel. So like my first experience is like in Italy. I went to South Italy and started to sleep on different couches, beds and stuff. And that's my first experience with it. And since then, I used to love it. It's a really nice thing if you don't have money and want to travel. And that's like a little bit of like the community thing. And everyone is different, and that's also like there's like people that stay for themselves and like just need a place to sleep, and others they want to have like a full contact with you.
Maybe I remember some because they were especially funny, or I had a lot of couch surfers. Meanwhile, I think about maybe around 50, I think. The last years.
I like people to stay longer, so like I'm busy, I'm moving like a lot per day, so the longer the people stay, the better I get to know them. So it doesn't give me something if I just see them and say hello and bye. That happened, that's totally fine, but I usually like it more if you like really like have some like nice talks.
I remember some, especially when I'm a friend of them on Facebook, so I follow what they do, and of course you remember them more than people that you only had maybe 1 or 2 days and then never saw again. So that's
yeah, I have made friends, a few friends that we are good friends. I have a Finnish friend that he hosted with me 3 times. After the second one, we become friends. Now we communicate. Friends, mainly. My experience, my things that Couchsurfing left me was good friends. Let's say.
It's a nice thing to travel to different countries, and if you don't have a connection there. Like you could go into a hotel and visit all the like areas that are like written somewhere in some website. That's like what interests me the most, to like visit local people. And with that it doesn't, you don't have to pay for that. It's like I don't know, cheating on the capitalism system a little bit. You exchange like a place to sleep for a story, for a little present, or like for anything, like everything except money.
Well, I think the most important is to meet the people and to hear the stories. Sometimes couch surfers are really traveling for a year and then really going all over the world, and they often have really interesting stories to tell, what happened to them in other countries and things like that. I think that's what I like most.
For me, also as a host, it's nice. Like even if I'm here and have to work a lot, I have like glimpses into other countries, other like social systems. It's like a little bit of holiday in your own home. It's pretty nice.
I appreciate very much the common sense, let's say. I have hosted and I have stayed with people. We do realize that after all, beyond the differences in the cultura and in the environment, actually we are very similar with all of us. It makes the world so small and I think a little bit better, sharing and understanding each other. That it's I think the most thing I enjoy to the community, to the Couchsurfing.
I like the park of Schloss Charlottenburg. It's a very nice park. I like Prenzlauer Berg, for example, as a part of the city. A very nice markets on Saturday morning there. So maybe this is something.
There is a spot a little bit outside of Berlin, not in the center. It's Teufelsberg, and it's an old listening station of West Berlin, of the Alliance, to spy on Eastern Berlin, on the GDR, and they have like a massive tower, like on a hill, and there was like antennas to listen to everything that was said over radio. And now it's occupied by artists, and like this whole thing is like a big creative area. Yeah, people live there, have like gardens, and there's a little cafe on it, and everything is spray paint. And that's like a little bit of the old Berlin that I like grew up with. Like after the socialistic regime went down, there was like a lot of movement, a lot of creativity there, a lot of empty spaces for like people to go in to have just like to be creative. So like this is a little bit of the old Berlin that I used to know and love. And it's happening right now. So like that's for me the most important project right now.
Сейчас увидели 3 хостов, 3 людей, у которых мы останавливались в Берлине, которые ждут своих будущих гостей, которые приедут к ним в ближайшее время. Если вы собираетесь в Берлин, то вы можете найти всех этих людей на сайте каучсерфинга по локации Берлин, отправить им свою заявку, они с удовольствием ее рассмотрят и примут, и вы сможете познакомиться с ними в реальной жизни.
Welcome to Berlin. For now.
Welcome to Berlin.
Welcome to Berlin.